Africa's most beautiful campus. Cautious, vigilant, progressive, and good on oppression.
The government of Western Region of Nigeria, first announced in 1960, its intention to establish a university in Western Nigeria. The university that will be of highest standard will open its doors to any student from any part of the country and any part of the world. Established in 1961 as the University of Ife, but renamed on the 12th day of May 1987 in honor of Chief Obafemi Awolowo, the first premier of the Western Region of Nigeria and one of the founding fathers. Obafemi Awolowo University is a top-rated university in Africa with a mission to nurture a teaching and learning community, advance the frontiers of knowledge, engender a sense of selfless public service, and add value to African culture and tradition. Hence, the motto of the university is for learning and culture. The government of the then Western Region then put machinery in motion with the inauguration of the first Provincial Council, which comprised seasoned technocrats to underscore its seriousness in establishing a university for the Western Region of Nigeria, like Dr. Sanya Onabamiro, Chief Frederick Rotimi Alade Williams, Chief Deborah Jibowo, the first Vice Chancellor, Professor Oladile Ajoseph, Chief Samuel Manoa, Sir A.Y. Eke, Mr. O.M. Abiola, Mr. J.A. Adebite, Mr. Michael Adekunle Ajashin, Mr. J.O. Akpovi, Chief Anthony Enaoro, and Mr. J. Samuel. These distinguished Westerners decided to set the ball rolling at the present site of the university. The Provincial Council of the University was formally inaugurated under the chairmanship of Chief Rotimi Williams on the 8th day of June, the year of the Lord 1961. The first academic year of the university commenced officially on the 22nd September 1962 when the first group of students came into residence at the university's temporary campus at Ibadan. Lecture then began in earnest on the 2nd October 1962. From the inception of the university to date, eminent Nigerians, royal fathers of note, have been chancellors of this great university. We have the donor of the land to us, the then Ooni of Ife, His Imperial Majesty Oba Adesoji Aderemi. We have Chief Samuel Ladoke Akintola, Premier Western Region. We have Lieutenant Colonel Adekunle Fajoyi, the then Governor of the Western Region. Chief Obafemi Awolowo, the Chancellor, 1967 to 1975. We have His Highness Irijiwa II, the Chancellor, 1975 to 1982. We have Chief Simeon Olashibikan Adebo, Chancellor, 1982 to 1983. We have His Royal Majesty Alhaji Umaru Sandan Dayako, who became the Chancellor between 1984 and 1997. We have His Royal Majesty the Emir of Katsina Alhaji Muhammadu Kabir Usman, who became the Chancellor between 2001 and 2008 before he joined his ancestors, and he was succeeded by His Royal Majesty Alhaji Abdulmumin Kabir Usman, Emir of Katsina, who became the Chancellor between 2008 and 2015. But in 2015, the federal government of Nigeria appointed Etsu Nope, His Royal Majesty Alhaji Yahaya Abubakar, as the Chancellor of the university and is occupying the position till date. The initial student enrollment of the university was 244, while the academic staff were 64 and the senior administrative and technical staff were 15. But to God be the glory, we have more than 33,000 students and over 4,000 members of staff. The university, which started with 5 faculties, now has 2 colleges, 13 faculties, 92 departments, 19 centers and institutes, and several units. The initial 5 faculties were the Faculty of Agriculture, Faculty of Arts, Faculty of Economics and Social Sciences, Faculty of Law, and of course, Faculty of Science. As part of its developmental efforts, the university now has 2 colleges, College of Earth Sciences, and of course, Postgraduate College. These are manned by provosts, and additional 8 faculties were added to the existing 5. And these are faculties of administration, basic medical sciences, clinical sciences, and dentistry. Others are Faculty of Technology, Faculty of Education, Faculty of Pharmacy, and Faculty of Environmental Design and Management. Obafemi Awolowo University would not have been what it is today if not for the academic, technical, and the administrative ingenuities of the vice chancellors, and of course the pioneer vice chancellor, Professor Oladele Ajose, who became the vice chancellor in 1962 and ended his tenure in 1966. We have Professor Ezekiah Oluwasami, who became the vice chancellor in 1966 and ended his tenure in 1975. Between 1975 and 1978, Professor Ojetunji Aboyade was the Vice-Chancellor, while Professor Cyril Agodi Onwumechile became the Vice-Chancellor in 1979 and ended his tenure in 1982. Now the tenure of Professor Wande Abimbola, popularly known as Babalawo, he became the Vice-Chancellor in 1982 and successfully ended his tenure in 1989. Then we have Professor Caleb Oshuntogun, who ruled the university between 1990 and 1991. Then came in a professor from the Faculty of Agriculture, Professor Wale Omale, who became the Vice-Chancellor in 1991 and ended his tenure successfully in 1999. Then we have Professor Roger Makanjuola, who was appointed the Vice-Chancellor in 1999 and ruled the university for 7 consecutive years. Between 2006 and 2011, a world-renowned Professor of Agricultural Engineering, Professor Michael Oladimeji Faborode, was Vice-Chancellor and successfully handed over the baton to Professor Bamitale Idowu-Omole, who administered the university for 5 years running. In 2017, Professor Eyitope Ogunbodede became the Vice-Chancellor and ended his tenure in 2022. That same year, 2022, the incumbent Vice-Chancellor Adebayo Simeon Bamire, an internationally acclaimed Professor of Agricultural Economics with specialty in resource management, assumed duty as the 12th substantive Vice-Chancellor of our prestigious university. Having mentioned the Vice-Chancellors who have successfully administered the university one way or the other, it is imperative of us to also mention the Chairman of the Governing Council of the university from inception, 1961 till date, and these are Chief Frederick Rotimi Alade Williams, 1961 to 1963. Mr. B. Shumade, 1963 to 1965. Mr. Justice Adeyinka Morgan, 1965 to 1966. Chief T.T. Shularu, 1966 to 1975. Justice C.O. Madarikan, 1975 to 1976. Dr. Ibrahim D. Ahmad, 1976 to 1979. Chief Bayo Kuku, 1980. Chief M.T. Mbu, 1982 to 1983. Professor J.M. Falai, 1984 to 1985. Mr. Arthur C. Mbanefo, 1986 to 1990. Major General Dr. Erimi retired, 1990 to 1993. Dr. A.I. Atta, 1993 to 1996. Justice A.N. Aniagolu, 1997 to 1999. Alhaji Shetima Liberty, 2000 to 2005. Professor S.J.S. Kuki, 2005 to 2007. Chief Abiola Morakinyo, year 2009. Dr. Olu Alabi, 2009 to 2012. Professor Roland Ndoma Egba, 2013 to 2016. Dr. Yemi Ogunbiyi, 2017 to 2021. And the current Chairman of Council, Owele Oscar Udoji. To hit the ground running, the first administrative building in the university is now the Faculty of Agriculture, and that building then housed the Office of the Vice-Chancellor, Office of the Registrar, Office of the Bursar, and other principal officers of the university before the present administrative building, also known as Senate Building, with its extension nearby. It will be noted that in 1966, Lieutenant Colonel Francis Adekunle Fajuyi, the then visitor to the university and the first military governor of the Western region, appointed Professor Ezekiah Oluwasami as the new Vice-Chancellor after the pioneer Vice-Chancellor, Professor Oladele Ajose, successfully completed his tenure, and Chief T.T. Solaru as the Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of Council. He gave them money and marching orders to relocate to the permanent campus by October 1966. It is a pity that Lieutenant Colonel Adekunle Fajuyi was assassinated in the military coup of July 1966 at Ibadan, and that denied him the opportunity to witness the movement to the permanent site at Ife. The authorities of the university then decided to immortalize the name of Lieutenant Colonel Francis Adekunle Fajoye in honor of his immense contribution to the overall development of the university. The authorities of the then University of Ife decided to name the first male residential hall for undergraduate students after him, and that is why today we have Adekunle Fajoye Hall, to be precise. To underscore the immense contribution of the second Vice Chancellor of the university, Professor Ezekiah Oluwasomi, in December 1980, the university management decided to name the university library after this enigma. And that is why we have Professor Ezekiah Oluwasomi Library, an imposing structure on the heart of the university. Obafemi Awolowo University Ile-Ife has recorded so many firsts. It is the first university in Nigeria to have chemical engineering department. It is also the first university in Nigeria to have the first faculty of pharmacy. It is a common knowledge that Obafemi Awolowo University is the first university in Nigeria to produce a first Nobel laureate in literature, and that is Professor Wole Soyinka. It is also a known fact that Obafemi Awolowo University pioneered kidney transplant in Nigeria through its medical staff. Among its staff, Obafemi Awolowo University has produced 6 Nigerian National Merit Award winners, among others. The impact of alumni associations on their alma mater cannot be overemphasized. From Oxford University to Cambridge University, from Harvard University to Obafemi Awolowo University Ile-Ife, Nigeria, the alumni are an integral part of the administration of these universities. In Nigeria, Great Ife Alumni Association comprises all graduates of University of Ife and Obafemi Awolowo University, who can be called the two sides of the same currency. They are one and the same. In fact, they are inseparable. It is now a common knowledge in Nigeria that the subvention from government to the universities is infinitesimally small. Hence, the involvement of Great Ife Alumni Association globally in assisting the management to maintain the university. For instance, Obafemi Awolowo University, which is adjudged as the Africa's most beautiful campus, would have been an eyesore if not for the intervention of its alumni, both in financial and material terms. Let the fact speak for itself.
Alumni association all over the world play a major role in the development of any institutions. And even the other clients where things are much better, where there's adequate funding, alumni still play a major role. Obafemi Awolowo University alumni also have been doing wonderfully well in contributing their quota towards the development of this university. Ile-Ife constructed hall of residence for female students, and it was donated to the university. And likewise, many alumni across all faculties and departments have been doing one thing or the other. The Ife medicals have been actively involved in the development of College of Medicine, the pharmacy, agric, engineering. We have chemical engineering in particular. The alumni have been doing wonderfully well as well. The civil engineering, the environmental design and management, the architecture. I can even say that the architectural studio was majorly funded by the alumni. So alumni of these universities have been doing wonderfully well through the alumni body, through our branches, through the departmental alumni, even through religious body. I can also mention our UNIFEMGA, which is the Muslim arm of the alumni, have been also doing well. They've been offering scholarship to indigent students of this university. So when you look at the role of alumni in this university, I can say we have done well.
The role of alumni in the development of our university cannot be overemphasized because of the dwindling resources from the federal government. Our alumni have done a lot for us. For instance, the Dr. Akin Adesina, the president of African Development Bank, when he was Minister of Agriculture of Federal Republic of Nigeria, donated a 30-seater bus for our students, for our internship students, to convey them from the faculty to the farm. We also have our alumni that have already also done something for us, individually and as a group. For example, Oloye Adegboyega Adegoke, the Olubado of Ibadan land, individually, personally donated a 5 million econometrics lab to the Department of Agricultural Economics of this university. Recently, Agric 1986-91 set also renovated the crop science laboratory for the use of our students. This same set in 2016 and 17 also renovated agricultural lecture theaters A, B, and C for the use of our students. So our alumni have done a lot for us.
But there is still room for improvement. As we know, funding for universities is dwindling over the years. We have a lot of universities in Nigeria, and the fund that is available cannot meet these daunting challenges. So I'm still calling on all alumni all over the world, members all over the world, to let us work together the more, to let them remember that this is our university. And one interesting thing about our alumni is they are so passionate about this university. But let us transform this passion into action so that we can come together the more. And that is why with this regime, we are also in the, not too long ago when there was a water problem in this university, we came quickly to intervene and were able to provide water through borehole to many of our hall of residences here, even Faculty of Arts. So we are also thinking of way of synergizing more. That is why we will be launching our web portal recently, during this retreat, whereby our members all over the world will be able to register, to be able to network among ourselves, and also we are proposing a 12,000 naira annual subscription for members. And what we are thinking of is if we can get 20,000 into our web portal, and if 10,000 for a start can pay 12,000 naira, this will amount to 120 million. And I can bet you if you take 120 million to the university, it will go a long way in making some vital interventions in this university. And our idea is, over the years as we are growing, this membership subscription will grow, and consistently we'll be raising substantial amount of money to intervene. But that is the way to go, because the idea of having a mega launching where people will come and donate money is almost so difficult now. But if at the comfort of your house, you can just transfer minimum of 12,000, or can even pay 100,000, and consistently we'll be able to have money to do one thing or the other for this university. And also, alumni is also making investment. We have now 18-room, tastily furnished room in this alumni center. And the important is the money that is being realized will also be used to intervene in all these projects of the university.
From all this, it is evident that the architectural masterpiece and the horticultural excellence of Obafemi Awolowo University are beautifully maintained is due to the benevolence of the alumni and the administrative ingenuity of the successive vice chancellors. We therefore call on all alumni in home and the diaspora to please come to Macedonia to assist Oba Awon University, Africa's most beautiful campus west of Sahara, north of Limpopo.
Luther against all oppression, forward ever, backward never, for learning and culture, sports and struggle, Ile-Ife. I love you, there's only one great Ife in the universe, another great Ife is your counterfeit, great, 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 great.